Dang it, sorry.
Carter, I'm gonna need a mic check.
Well,
I'm live. Just put me at the same level as him.
Good morning, Stars. Thanks for tuning into WBTV. I'm Andrew Petro.
And I'm Carter Hanna.
Today is Wednesday, December 17th. There are 349 days remaining in 2024. Let's check today's headlines.
Frigid temperatures have a grip on much of the U.S. We'll tell you when to expect a warm-up.
Western Boone is having a birthday.
And more info on homecoming.
And now, for the question of the day. The question is, which actress plays Mrs. George in the movie Mean Girls?
Email radiotv@wb.rtv and Outlook, or you can give us a call at extension 3134 if you think you know the answer.
You are so rare. I see you there. I see you. I see stars. So many stars tonight. You could make diamonds dull. You are so beautiful. I see stars. You shine as bright as day.
In our top story, Indiana isn't the only state dealing with misery from frigid temperatures. Much of the U.S. is dealing with record or near-record temperatures. Mississippi wind chills near -30. Buffalo, New York is expected to see up to 4 inches an hour of lake-effect snow. Temperatures closer to home will rebound near 30 today, but more snow is expected Thursday night along with near-zero temps.
This Friday is the winter homecoming basketball game for your Western Boone Stars. At halftime, we are recognizing the 50th year anniversary of Western Boone. We've invited students and staff from the first year in Western Boone history for a special ceremony at halftime during the boys' basketball game. Be sure to show up and show out in support for the Western Boone Stars, new and old.
Don't forget to dress up this week. Today is Wednesday, which means we wear pink. Tomorrow is Friends, so twin with someone, and Friday is red, white, and blue. Be sure to come out Friday night and to not only support both the girls and boys basketball teams, but also to congratulate the homecoming king and queen, which will be announced during the halftime of the boys game. The dressed-up theme for the cheer block is red, white, and blue. Tip-off for the girls is at 6 p.m. We'll be back with sports after this quick break.
To the town of our Frio rode a stranger one fine day. Hardly spoke to folks around him, didn't have too much to say. No one dared to ask his business, no one dared to make a slip. The stranger there among them had a big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. It was early in the morning when he rode into the town. He came riding from the south side, slowly looking all around.
In sports, the JV and varsity girls basketball teams played host to Speedway last night. The Sparkpugs played spoiler for the Stars senior night. The JV squad fell by a score of 32-41, while the varsity team fell by a score of 36-42. The girls are back in action this Friday as they take on conference foe Danville. Tip-off for the game is at 6 p.m. WBTV Sports is scheduled to bring you all the action. The varsity swim teams hosted Brebeuf last night with the girls falling by a score of 107-55. Adelaide Jones had a strong performance, placing first in the 100-yard freestyle. The boys fell by just 1 point, 88-87. Xander Rouse won diving, and the boys had a 1-2-3 finish in the 100 and 500-yard freestyle. In college basketball news, Indiana and Purdue renewed their annual rivalry last night in Assembly Hall, with the Boilermakers winning convincingly, and Zach Edey continued his quest for back-to-back Player of the Years with 33 points and 14 rebounds. We'll be back to the answer to the question of the day after this quick break.
And now for the answer to the question of the day. The question was, which actress plays Mrs. George in the movie Mean Girls?
If you said Amy Poehler, then you're correct.
The teachers who answered correctly are Mr. Brunny, Mrs. Foxworthy, Mrs. Lurch, Mrs. Markinette, Mrs. McClaskey, Mr. Meyer, Mrs. Owen, Mrs. J. Taylor, and Mrs. Walker.
And the students who answered correctly are Alexander Thompson, Arnold Calhoun, Aries Beck, Liam Whiteley, Declan Avila, Ryan McCormick, and Annabelle Truitt. Congratulations to all of the teachers who answered the question of the day correctly yesterday, as you all have all earned 1 point on the trivia leaderboard.
That's all for today's broadcast. Thanks for tuning in, Stars. I'm Carter Hanna.
And I'm Andrew. From all of us here at WBTV, have a great day.